Here we have for sale our 2019 on a 19 plate Mercedes-Benz. This is the Vito Sport crew van. This one has got the 2.1 litre diesel Euro 6 engine producing 190 brake horsepower, as this is the 119 model. It is, as I say, the Sport crew, and it is the compact, the short wheelbase L1 van finished in this fantastic metallic silver. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Vito Sport crew van of this age. We'll also have a really close look in depth at the condition of this particular vehicle, seeing as it is currently available for sale. And we can also talk to you a little bit about the service history as well and its previous life. First thing to note is that there is no VAT to pay on this particular example. I get asked a lot why some vans have VAT and some don't. The reason why is it all comes down to the previous owner. In this particular case, it was owned by a private individual or someone who was not VAT registered, so they cannot charge VAT when they come to sell it, and we cannot charge VAT on something that we haven't paid VAT on. So a really rare opportunity for anyone who is not VAT registered looking for a vehicle like this. There's certainly a saving to be had there. Looking at the rear of the vehicle then, we can see that this one is specced with a lovely glazed tailgate. So a tailgate is one door which opens up like so, and glazed of course meaning it has got the rear window. The rear window has also got the wash or the wiper facility just there as well. You can see on the right hand side, I mentioned a little bit earlier, the model. So it's the 119 Sport CDI, of course the engine, 2.1 litre CDI engine. Fantastic condition to the rear of the vehicle here, and you'll see this as a sort of a general theme as we go around. We actually took this vehicle in part exchange, and the previous owner, absolute credit to them, has clearly very much looked after it. We can see that this one has got a tow trust tow bar, and that has got the 13-pin electrics just there. Of course this can be removed if you want to. It's not the prettiest of things to be on the back of your van, but of course does offer some practicality, maybe for a bike rack, or as I say, of course you could use it for towing as well if you wanted to. You know, these are good tow vehicles, being 190 brake horsepower. The Sport will come with parking sensors. You can see we've got rear parking sensors there as standard, and there are a couple of very sort of minor little marks here to the rear bumper, which is very common, but as I say, all in all, looking absolutely lovely. Just tiny little stone chips here or there, some very light marks to the sort of top edge of the bumper, but all in all, looking really, really nice and clean. Probably the worst here, this is probably on the entire vehicle actually, little touch in just there on the very, very lower, very corner of that bumper, but hopefully, as you can see, fantastic condition there of the back of the vehicle. If we open it up, this is where this one really differs from a lot of Vitos that we've seen in the past, and that is just the condition in here. Absolutely fantastic. All on the sides here, this has got the comfort trim on the sides, which is all the plastic mouldings here. These are so prone on ones we've seen in the past to having marks and scratches on and things like that, but clearly this has been very well loved, certainly looked after, all nicely carpeted here, and they've even gone to the extent of putting a little carpeting panel inside on either side there, which just really sets the vehicle off very nicely. But all of this trim, the headlining here, it's all looking really, really clean and tidy, it must be said. You don't see many in this sort of condition. This one has got the tie-down rails, and previous owner has included quite nicely there these little rings which you can sort of remove, and you can actually move them at different places. Perfect for tying cargo down there in the back there. So there is a bit of a soft touch flooring there. I don't know if you can see that in the rear of the vehicle, which is good because it doesn't kill your knees if you're going to be climbing in and out of there. 12-volt socket in the back of the vehicle there as well, but as I say, just the thing that really strikes me in here is absolutely fantastic condition. Just in front of this rear light here, we've got this little bar. That is actually for your rear parking sensors. So as you're reversing, lights will illuminate on here depending on how close you are to an object, so you can actually see that in your rear view mirror. And again, these sorts of areas here, looking inside there, this plastic panel, if the camera will focus there, inside the rear of the tailgate, absolutely fantastic condition inside there. Moving then down the passenger side of the vehicle, and this is where we can start to have a look in these sort of lines down the side of the vehicle. This is the sort of angles that you don't see on pictures. Fantastic condition again. We've also got a nice set of sidebars and roof bars on this particular vehicle as well. As I say, the condition is so clean and tidy. Let's start to have a look in the back of the vehicle then. So as I say, this is a crew van, so you've got 2 rows of seats here. Now these seats are removable. This is one of the features of the Vito. So using this handle just back here, if you give that a pull, you can lift the seat up into that position there. So that gives you nice easy access into the back of the van. But there's also then a handle which is just down here. If you give that a pull, that will actually release it from its floor mounting there, and then you can lift the seat out completely from the floor. Very similar setup with the the double seat bench just there as well. The bench seat as well does have ISOFIX compatibility on those seats, and you've also got an armrest on the 2 outer seats, which you can set to your desired height. That's on a bit of a ratchet system there, so you can set that to your desired height. But again, just look at the condition here of the step, the floor, and the plastic on the back of these seats. These are the sorts of areas, as I say, that are very prone to wearing, having marks and scratches and things, but looking absolutely lovely in the back of there. If we open up the passenger door then, we can start to have a look inside the cab at the front. Same with the passenger door card. Again, this is just the condition that we love to see. Same, the glove box, the airbag there at the front. Nice vents on the Vito, very much a design that they continue throughout the range, even on the cars as well. I'd like to show you the service history. So on these now, it is a printout. So there was a service carried out in 2021 at 27,000 miles. One previous service to that, very low miles that looks like, when it was just you know, delivery miles effectively. But 27,000 miles, and also at 36,000 miles of services have been done, which is really nice. It just keeps up with the history, as I say, just really complements the overall condition of the van. As I say, we have actually got as well, with this service history, we have got servicing bills as well, which the previous owner has kept, which is very nice. And we just have a look here at these front seats. So 2 captain's front seats, so you have got nice adjustability as well on the front seats. So you've got height adjustability here, and also adjustability of the front of the seat, or what you call thigh adjustment here at the front. Again, you've got the armrest on both of these seats as well. Lovely trim throughout, no cigarette burns, tears, anything like that. Absolutely fantastic. Looking at the floor then, if we move this mat out of the way, you can see that we have got the proper carpet sport overmats here in the front, and again, just absolutely impeccable condition. Really is a credit to the previous owner. Looking then around to the front of the vehicle then, having a look at the alloy wheels as well as we go. 17-inch sport alloy wheels, of course, come as standard. No curbing marks or anything like that on that alloy just there. Colour-coded front bumper, all comes as standard. But the bits on this one which you wouldn't see normally is this one has got front parking sensors, which is always nice. You don't often see these with, don't always see these, should I say, with front fog lights as well. In terms of condition here at the front, a couple of minor stone chips, which of course you'd expect to see with any used vehicle. Probably the worst one just there at the very top of the bonnet. We can touch that in, of course, just to protect it for any future use. But lovely condition here at the front of the vehicle. And then finally then on the outside, then moving down the driver's side here, again, absolutely fantastic order. Very smart. There's just not a huge amount of that. As I say, I can fault this on. And our preparation on this van really has been quite minimal, because there hasn't been a tremendous amount that we have needed to do on it. Lovely condition there, as you can see in the rear. Moving then into the front, lovely condition there of the step, driver's door card, electric windows, electric folding mirrors, which you wouldn't always see as well on these. I believe that to be an optional extra. We've got auto activated lights just here, leather multifunctioning steering wheel, no wear really on this steering wheel, which is always of course lovely to see. On the left hand side here you've got your onboard computer controls. On the right hand side then you've got your volume controls for the radio. You can also answer and hang up the phone. You can just see behind here you have got the paddle shifters as well, which is a nice little feature. There's not many vans that have that. 38,461 miles recorded. You can see it's all idling correctly as it should do. If we move the steering wheel over to the left, you've got your cruise control just there, and this is actually your gear selector on the Vitos, same as you would get in a lot of the car range. We've got 2 full remote keys for the vehicle. Air conditioning, of course, comes as standard. This particular one has got sat nav, which is another nice feature. If we put the vehicle into reverse, you can see there that we have also got the reversing camera just there as well. When you go into park, it disengages. Nice cubby hole just there with a 12-volt socket as well. Looking at the driver's seat, just absolutely fantastic condition here of the driver's seat. Again, it doesn't smell like a sort of a pet vehicle or a smoker's vehicle, anything like that. Absolutely fantastic condition throughout. So just to summarize then, this is a 2019 on a 19 plate Mercedes-Benz Vito. This is the 119 Sport crew van, finished in this fantastic metallic silver. So 190 brake horsepower. This one has got the automatic gearbox, which is absolutely brilliant in these vehicles. Fantastic condition throughout. A really nice little selection there of extras as well, things like the satellite navigation, reversing cameras. Really nice to see that. But I say the thing which just really strikes me with this one is the condition throughout. No VAT to pay, so a really good opportunity for anyone who's not VAT registered and looking to maybe make a bit of a saving there. This could be a perfect family vehicle, leisure vehicle, and of course these can certainly be used for work as well. And that is the lovely thing with them, is they are multiple vehicles in one individual vehicle. So very, very nice opportunity there. Fantastic service history as well, 2 keys of course, and available here today at Bridgend Van Centre. Now if you'd like to see the full advert of this vehicle, if you haven't seen it already, please head over to our website, which is listed here on the sign, bridgendvans.co.uk. This is where you'll find the full advert with the price, the description, and of course the photography of the vehicle. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed there at the bottom of the sign as well. So please pause the video there if you'd like to make a note of either of those. We can deliver our vehicles nationwide. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, and we can also take cars or vans in part exchange as well. Thank you very much for watching.